Hello, Joe. Always good to see you. Is Mike Waltz a fall guy here?
Good morning. Well, yeah, I believe he is. This is sort of the beginning of the end. That is, a number of people will come afoul of President Trump. He had 4 national security advisors in his first administration, though Ronald Reagan had 6. Now, the national security advisor is an important position. He is the key to the president understanding national security issues. And look, there is nothing in unprofessional about Waltz. I mean, he screwed up by inadvertently inviting Jeff Goldberg, one of the Republicans' worst critics, to join a chat before the attack on the Houthis. I mean, it's just indefensible and dumb. And I'm sure someone down the line did it, and he took the blame for it. So the president is going to hold him accountable. But look, he's got his constituency. He has friends in the House of Representatives. He is a professional soldier. He's advised the United States government on numerous occasions under a number of presidents. I mean, he's not actually fall guy material. He could have got one of the other crazy people in the Trump administration. But look, they're going to try to say that this is a promotion, which is ridiculous. Being promoted ambassador of the United Nations in the United States for the past 20 years is the door prize. You give it to people who didn't do something, or you want to get rid of them, or something like that. So he's definitely taking a demotion. And I also, we're losing one of the hawks. This guy was very hostile to China's Communist Party and Xi and all their intentions, et cetera. So, he's going to make it a little easier to talk to the president to talk to Xi. On the other hand, a lot of the important things that the National Security Advisor was supposed to do were being handed around to Stephen Witkoff, the president's advisor, who's talking to Putin, who's talking to Hamas, and he's talking to the Israelis, and he's talking to the Iranians. I mean, he's all over the place. I mean, this guy's cutting across lines. And so the president has turned to a personal advisor, not unusual. President Franklin Roosevelt turned to a number of personal friends to be his advisors or to be his ambassador to the Soviet Union, and Avril Hairman and people like that. But look, I feel sorry for Waltz because he didn't deserve this ending. He got the heave-ho, and it's, we know about Trump. He only gets rid of you for 3 reasons. He doesn't like you, he doesn't think you can do the job, or he suspects your loyalties are elsewhere. And so Waltz's career isn't exactly over, but I think the president may regret this at the end of the day.
Joe, what do you think the implications are for U.S. national security? Marco Rubio is now in charge of, I believe, 4 different federal departments. How can you do that many jobs?
Well, you can't do that many jobs. You can't even do 2 jobs. I mean, Rubio's job is 16 hours a day. I mean, you can't do those 2 jobs. I mean, Henry Kissinger did it because he was an egomaniac, and he got himself, he was able to persuade Richard Nixon that he could do whatever he had to do. But look, Rubio is not a national security advisor type. He's not cerebral, he's not intellectual, and Rubio has no military experience. Rubio is a very ambitious Florida politician who made his way up the ranks as a first generation or second generation Cuban refugee. He's not in the same league. I think American national security is a little weakened by this, as a matter of fact, because you got to bring in really bright people who can put it all together. And the National Security Advisor, by the way, is a fellow who contacts defense, state, and everybody else. I mean, he or she is the linchpin in an administration. So I don't see how Trump has strengthened himself. And of course, once again, he goes for the jugular here because he can do it. If he can fire someone and they get in his way for any reason, he will do it. And you don't need a lot of explanations when you're talking to Donald Trump, because he reckons that whatever he does is right and whatever you think is wrong. So, who wants to argue with a guy like that?
Joe Siracusa, thank you as always, Joe.
Okay, thank you.